Hello guys, this is Sachin the Sailor. I have brought to you today what is firing order and what is its significance. So let's start. As the name suggests, firing order means in which order will the engine will fire. So this is one of the firing order 153426. So the ignition stroke will be first in the unit number 1, then in the unit number 5, likewise unit 3, unit 4, unit 2 and unit 6. So now what is the significance of the firing order, means for what firing order is required? There are basically 5 main reasons. So first one is for the distribution of the stress over the crankshaft. Suppose there is a ignition stroke in number 1, unit number 1, and then the ignition stroke next will be in the unit number 2. So the stress in this part of the crankshaft will be more. Now we go as per the firing order which we showed previously. The ignition stroke in the unit number 1 and then the next ignition stroke in the unit number 5. So first the stress comes on the crankshaft near the unit number 1 and then the stress on the crankshaft near the unit number 5. So there is even distribution of the stress on the crankshaft. Reason number 2 is similar to the reason number 1. Suppose there is a ignition stroke in unit number 1 and the ignition stroke in the unit number 2, then the load on the main bearing number 2 will be more. Now if there is ignition as per the firing order, first the ignition stroke in the unit number 1 and then the ignition stroke in the unit number 5, then you can see that there is an even distribution of load on the main bearing. The third reason is also similar to the reason 1 and 2. Suppose ignition stroke in unit 1 and unit 2, load in this area will increase, which increases the vibration of the engine. But if the ignition stroke in unit 1 and then in unit 5, the load is evenly distributed, so the vibration of the engine will be less. The third reason is the flow of the exhaust gases. Suppose there is a exhaust stroke in the unit number 1 and then the exhaust stroke in the unit number 2, then the exhaust gas which has came out from the unit 1 will provide a back pressure to the unit 2 and the exhaust from the unit 2 will not come out properly fully outside from the unit 2, and this will reduces the efficiency of the engine. The fifth main reason is the temperature of the cooling water. Suppose there is a ignition stroke in the unit 1 and then in the unit 2, the temperature of the cooling water between these two units will be very high. But if we go as per the firing order, first ignition stroke will be in the unit 1 and then in unit 5. Until there is a ignition stroke in unit number 2, the already unit 1 is cooled down. So these are the 5 main reasons why the firing order is required, and maker will choose the optimum firing order which is the best for the engine. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you like this. Please like and share.